Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am your host. We're doing a reaction to the new Nintendo Direct, which we all expect will have a lot to do with Zelda. True to typical Nintendo form, it is now 36 minutes into the Nintendo Direct, and they still haven't said a single word about Zelda, but that's just how they do. They'll just reserve the last minute or two for the new trailer, basically. I kind of hoped it would be a little more than that, like back in the day when they had this scene where they had Eiji Aonuma and Miyamoto sitting together on a couch, and Eiji Aonuma is talking about like, oh, notice this was for Breath of the Wild. Oh, notice that when I run towards this, the horse towards this tree, the horse just automatically goes around the tree, and I thought there would be something like that, but unfortunately, no. It looks like probably what we're going to get is just a quick little 1 minute trailer or something like that at the very end of the Nintendo Direct, which, hey, at least it will be probably new footage, probably new information, so that will be exciting. I had planned on doing a react to the whole entire Nintendo Direct, but see, the thing is, I only really like Zelda and Mario and the Mana series. And frankly, this is blasphemous to say, but the ripoff of Breath of the Wild, Immortals Phoenix Uprising. I really love that game. So unless it's something like that, then I'm not that interested. Although this game that they're showing looks like it has potential. Well, it just had one guy with a sword in a cutesy style. Oh, it's that Fantasy Life thing. It looks cute enough, but again, not for me. I'll quickly mention though that they did show Octopath Traveler 2, and while I really, really liked Octopath Traveler 1, I don't think I ever finished it because it became apparent to me when I was getting towards the very end that it was going to not be unified. Like the characters, I just didn't feel like it was a one cohesive story. It felt like it was 8 completely separate stories that didn't really come together in any kind of meaningful way. So I just kind of stopped playing it. I don't think I finished it. I think. So, anyways, with Octopath Traveler 2, I was like excited when they announced it because I was like, great, I love the graphic style, I love the music, I love the gameplay, all of that's going to be the same. Maybe this time they'll actually have a cohesive, united story that, sure, is set up in 8 different chapters or whatever with the 8 different characters, but maybe they'll interweave and stuff. But they set it in an industrial era, so I'm not a fan of that. I need my fantasy to be basically medieval or maybe a Renaissance-y at the very most, but I can't have it being industrial era. If there's a train in it, that throws me off. If there's too many guns, that throws me off. I just need swords and sorcery, and that's it. We really need to be getting on with the Zelda stuff. We have very little time. I think this was only supposed to be like 44 minutes or something like that, so we now are 39 minutes in. Fingers crossed we're going to get a nice, good, chunky, not just trailer. Something more. No, but some more BS. Some kind of Disney thing. I don't really know what any of this is. I don't even think I'm gonna bother Oh, okay. Now it's just like a little rundown of all of the extra stuff they don't want to take time to actually talk about. Which means after this, surely they will do the Zelda thing. A lot of people were speculating that they were going to announce, like, oh, and by the way, we're going to do that Wind Waker HD thing and that Twilight Princess HD thing that was rumored and turned out to just be fake rumors, which is why I never listened to any of those rumors, guys. No matter what publication is saying, oh, we hear that, they're going to release this thing, don't buy it. Rumors are almost always completely wrong when it comes to Zelda stuff. So, with any luck, we'll get through whatever the heck this is. What else can I tell you guys about? Well, I'm wearing my old Zelda stringer shirt that I've been wearing for a billion years and a billion videos. I was going to wear this cool, it's like the Divine Beasts, but then also a play on the Beast Mode concept. So it says Divine Beast Mode stringer, and it's got the Divine Beast going across the top, which I bought for my good friend, best friend really, and me. I bought us matching, well, my size and then his size. Okay. Now it's Zelda time, I think. Our last segment, and it's going to be Tears of the Kingdom. Oh my gosh, so excited. no matter how awesome this is, I won't be doing backflips or cartwheels. I'm sorry to say, I'm not that kind of YouTuber. I'm not going to be screeching at the top of my lungs or crying, although this looks pretty cool. I really should have closed the curtains. It's reflecting on the screen far too much. I'm definitely going to watch this a billion times afterwards, so that's fine. What is going on here? Just a bunch of enemies at nighttime. Whose voice was that? Not gonna lie, I kind of preferred the days where we didn't have voice acting in Zelda because I'll keep my opinions to myself. This all looks amazing. What the heck is that thing? What? Ooh, that looked cool. Yes, so it is his hand for sure that's doing all the Sheikah stuff now. Well, somebody's going to have to figure out what that backwards stuff is. What? She's saying to him to lend her his power? So is she going to be a playable character then?
That was The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, the latest entry in the Legend of Zelda series. In addition to the standard version,
Yes.
collector's edition of the
Ooh,
game
pretty.
various items will release on launch day. A new amiibo figure of Link from this game will also be available.
Which will do what exactly?
We hope you're looking forward to Link's latest grand adventure.
Oh, I am.
That's all for today.
That's all?
For watching.
Okay. So, I didn't really absorb much of what was said or shown because I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So that's not much of a reaction, is it? I'm excited. That's my initial reaction. And I thought for sure that they were going to announce that Zelda OLED thing, but apparently that was just a rumor and a lie. This is why I don't buy into rumors, except I did buy into that one totally. So, dang. I kind of thought that was a real thing and I was totally going to buy it, but I'm glad I don't have to spend the extra money, I guess. What else? I still have no clue what. They didn't really show much of that other strange version of Link with the long hair and stuff. I really feel that for a trailer this close to launch time, and presumably this is the last trailer we're getting before launch, I really still don't understand what the heck is going on at all. We didn't see any of that stuff that he did before, like the stopping time and the flying, like water droplets sucking him up through surfaces up into the sky. So I still don't have any clear concept of my biggest worry. Is my biggest worry founded or not? And that is this literally just Breath of the Wild, but an expansion pack that has some stuff going on up in the sky? Not just some stuff, even plenty of stuff going up in the sky. Is that really all it is, with some modifications because things have dropped down from the sky into the surface? I don't know. I couldn't tell. They didn't show me any. They didn't hit me over the head with. And by the way, you're now going to be exploring this new area of the overworld that you never got to experience before. They never showed anything like that. So it's literally just the exact same. I will know where everything is then. If somebody says, hey, go to Mount such and such, it's like, okay, yep, I know where that is. I'll go there, and yep, it looks exactly the way it did in Breath of the Wild. Like, that's what I loved about Breath of the Wild. I love the exploring factor. I loved having no clue where anything was and just being, it felt, you are all too young to remember how it felt to play the very first Legend of Zelda game. But in the very first Legend of Zelda game, you're just dropped into the middle of the land and you're like, oh, I could go anywhere. Almost. There's one area that's kind of blocked off and you have to have the step ladder to get over this river thing, and then that opens up a whole other section. But mostly you can pretty much go anywhere you want, and that was exactly what Breath of the Wild felt like. It was like, I have no idea what's over that mountain. Let's go find out. I don't know what's inside of that forest. Let's go find out. Surely there's something interesting in that lake that I can kind of see over there. Let's go find out. So it was all about exploration, and I loved it. And that's why, again, not to be blasphemous, but that's why I really, really, really liked Immortals Phoenix Rising, is in a lot of ways, Immortals Phoenix Rising, Uprising, whatever the heck it was called, felt like a sequel to Breath of the Wild more so than Tears of the Kingdom does, because it gave me that same exploring thing where it was like, whoa, what's going on over there? You could go to any part in the whole landscape you wanted to, basically, right from the get-go. And that is amazing. That was so fun. So I don't know if my fear has been negated or not. That trailer didn't... I was really hoping that they would settle that for me, because so many people post things online that are assertions that are not actually... Like, where are you getting that from? They haven't said anything like that. They're like, oh, no, they did say that you'll be exploring new parts of the overworld. And it's like, no, they did not. At no point in any interview have they said, oh, you'll be traveling across the ocean and going to explore this. Or they never said anything like that. So my worry remains the same, which is it just Breath of the Wild's landscape with some stuff in the sky? And you're probably saying to me right now, screaming possibly, well, you can explore that stuff in the sky. And it's like, yeah, but that's all the same thing. It's like, it'd be like saying, like, it would be like if they did make a new area and it was just a giant forest and that's all it was. Okay, well, but what I loved about Breath of the Wild was I could go explore a giant forest. I could go explore a desert. I could go explore the swamp thing. Like, I could explore different kinds of forests. And if it's all just floating islands in the sky that are all basically the same, then it's not really the same thing as exploring a vast, varied landscape. So I'm still a little worried. But anytime I've been worried about a Zelda game, I've played it and I've immediately loved it. So I was honestly worried about Breath of the Wild. I was like, oh my god, they're changing too many things. They're going so far away from the formula that maybe I just won't like playing it. But I loved it. I remember when Wind Waker, again, you guys are too young to remember this, but I remember when Wind Waker was first announced, there was riots in the street because it was like, we were promised a much more graphically superior Ocarina of Time, and instead you're giving us this cartoony BS. And I was not one of those people, but my stance was, you already have a cartoony visual style, and that is the style that you use in the instruction booklets and cover art and whatnot. That looks like manga, basically. Why not just use that? Why did you use this, like, squished down chibi style? So I was a little anxious. But the moment that I started playing Wind Waker, I immediately fell in love with it. So I'm sure I will fall in love with Tears of the Kingdom. I'm not there yet, though. I'm a little worried still. It looks fun, but it's going to really annoy me if I don't get to scratch that adventuring, exploring itch. So that's me being a negative Nelson. I'm just kidding. I'm sure I'll love it. It'll be great. That looked exciting and fun. I am excited to play it. I'm not expressing myself very well. I'm very excited to play it. I will be getting on day one. I've already canceled or blocked out all of my clients on release day because I will just be playing Tears of the Kingdom all day long, and I'm sorry that they're not going to get their training sessions with me that particular day. Really, I should have blocked out the whole week, but that would be ridiculous. So anyways, that's it for this video. I bet you I will have many more thoughts as I watch that trailer 500,000 more times, and so I'll probably be making a video as a part 2 to this once I have more thoughts in my head. So see you guys for that. And by the way, if you want to check out my Patreon, what I have on there are videos completely unlike this. It's just vlog style videos letting you know what's going on in my life, which I do not post on this channel. So, or I don't post available, you know what I mean. So anyways, if you want to check out that kind of stuff, then that's over there on my Patreon, which is patreon.com/BastionTime, which is probably on the screen somewhere. So see you guys either there or in the next video. See ya. Bye.